As a researcher, I've devoted my whole life for the last 40 years since I began my MD and PhD as a scientist developing vaccines for parasitic diseases. Now we have several in clinical trials for diseases like schistosomiasis, moving towards Chagas disease vaccines and leishmaniasis vaccines. And then we created a coronavirus vaccine program about a decade ago, not because we wanted to become virologists, but we, through Sarah Lustigman, who's very well known to the Royal Society of Tropical Medicine, who's a distinguished onchocerciasis researcher, she introduced us to two outstanding virologists at the New York Blood Center, Shibu Jiang and Lanying Du, who had pioneered this concept of a safe and effective coronavirus. So we teamed up because we have the ability, even though we're not virologists, we used their concept and discoveries and scaled up production of a vaccine that we wound up testing with the Galveston National Laboratory and teaming up with Walter Reed Army Institute of Research to develop coronavirus vaccines, which we're now repositioning for this COVID-19 pandemic. And that's very gratifying to be able to have that role. And we're doing something a little different. We're looking at a low-cost recombinant protein vaccine for use in resource-poor settings. And we're having some very interesting discussions with vaccine developers in places like India to see if we can partner with them to make this accessible for the world. And then in parallel, since there are not too many coronavirus researchers in the United States, it's put me in this interesting position to speak to the nation by going on CNN and Fox News and MSNBC